just so far from here, focused on my own way, with never looking back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do, there was nothing you said that could make me realize how much lucky I was. Just out of reach of the fire, was not aware of the nightmare, but when I stopped to see through sight, begging for help, begging for hope, just need to open my eyes now, to try to change them to sunshine, to be someone among others. I've got to try it. If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have the time to fight. If I wake tonight, if I'm so tired tonight, I'll fall asleep when I'm home. When I'm there's no way to go, no one that can see through that shine of the light. I can see my life is crap, I have to see them too. I just live into my world, far from the pain, the feel. Just out of reach of the fire, was not aware of the start of hell, but when I stop to see through sight, begging for help, begging for hope, just need to open my eyes now, to try to change them to sunshine, to be someone among others. I've got to try. If I bleed tonight, if I am sad tonight, I don't have the time to fight.
With the ButtKicker Gamer2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker, the future is feeling.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
All right, welcome race fans here to another exciting night here with TI Racing League, as these guys are going to be taking on Daytona International Speedway, but not the oval side of things. We are going to do a little bit of road racing here with the Indy cars. So I appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight, out there watching on the YouTube and Facebook side of things. And I am going to be accompanied up here with Zach Hall. And then we're also, how you doing, Zach, real quick?
Oh, doing good, doing very good. Excited to watch some road course racing here tonight.
Yes, as they're going to be taking on this about 3.5 mile track here, road course style with the Indy cars. And this race is also brought to you by Asheville. Let me say this right: Asheville Rooftop Bar Tours. And we actually, it's actually pretty cool, Zach. We actually got the owner of the Asheville Rooftop Bar Tours, so we are going to bring her up and get a little bit of a talk with her out there and see how this business is going and exactly what she has going on.
10-4 sounds good.
All right, this is Robert up in the booth here. Whoa, she moved. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me pull her back. All right. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Oh, I'm Kay Belly.
Kay Belly.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Hey, well, welcome to Freaky Fest, and welcome to, I know you know a little bit about TI Racing League here. You are a proud sponsor of tonight's race, Asheville Rooftop Bar Tours. Is there anything you'd like to give the people out there, a little bit of information about your business?
Sure. Yeah, we are an award-winning tour company in Asheville, North Carolina, and we take people on tours of Asheville impressive rooftop bars, and we share the history of the city from the rooftops while we're there. So we're going to tell you what you're looking at while you're sampling those craft beers and craft cocktails, and we do the driving for you. So it's a fun tour, and it's a great way to learn a little bit about Asheville and see the best views in the city.
Oh man, where do I sign up?
You can go to our website.
All right, where would that be, ma'am? Website for the viewers.
Yeah, it's AshevilleRooftopBarTours.com.
Okay, and do you got a Facebook or a social media platform too that you use?
Yeah, absolutely. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on Pinterest, and if people want to check out our reviews, they can check us out on TripAdvisor and also Google. So we're
nice.
Covered them all of them.
Nice. So, okay, well, my next question to you is that what got you into racing and sponsor a league tonight here at Daytona?
Well, I wanted to support TI Racing and Chris and the IndyCar League here, and I've always enjoyed racing. I probably 20, 30 years ago, I was in the pits at Daytona. Yeah, I had a friend that had a dad that was a company sponsor. It was an Evinrude car, and so yeah, I've always enjoyed racing. My brothers and my dad's into it, so yeah.
That's good information there for everybody. That's awesome to see people still liking it, till today and everything. And we got Zach up here in the booth. Zach, do you got anything you would like to ask her about tonight?
Oh no, I'll just point out that I'm from North Carolina too, so I've been to Asheville before. It's beautiful, so if you're ever in Asheville, definitely that'd be something very fun to check out. I'd be for sure about that. So yeah, that's really my 2 cents on that. But yeah, Asheville is very beautiful, so if you're there, definitely check them out.
Now, can you do booking online, I would assume?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If you go to our website, it tells you how you can book tickets online,
Okay.
and you can also get gift certificates too.
Oh,
So, and
okay.
those never expire.
Oh,
So,
wow. Okay.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
interesting. Never expired gift certificates.
yeah.
That's a deal right there. Because a lot of that stuff expires, so I give you props on that. But yeah, I
Well,
heard
thank
you
you.
were award winning. Chris let us know, so congratulations on that achievement. That is something hard, hard to do, especially with today's age and unfortunately the coronavirus and things that we're going through right now. It's tough. It's tough. So I give you props on that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're hanging in there, and we're looking forward to when North Carolina and then Asheville and Buncombe County, where we are particularly, when they open up fully, and we can get back up on the rooftops and share that with people.
Oh yeah, I mean you already got my attention. I got a friend that he does a lot of that. What do they call that, craft beer stuff, and
Oh yeah.
he's drinking stuff I don't even know. It's like, dude, how do you even touch that stuff? I don't. It doesn't even sound appealing to me.
Was you need to come sample some, and all of the breweries in particular, they have some amazing some brews. And one of my friends who absolutely loves PBR, he's actually found a couple of beers that he likes. So
Nice, nice, nice. All right. Well, we're getting ready. They're into qualifying 2 minutes of a 5 minute qualifying, I believe, or 10 minutes. But is there anything else you would like to let anybody else know out there about your business or anything else before we let you go and enjoy tonight's race?
well, if they're in Western North Carolina in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains, look us up. Asheville Rooftop Bar Tours. Would love to show everybody around the city.
Oh, well, don't be surprised if you get something from me because we're looking at, once everything opens up, and I'm not just saying this because you're on the broadcast. Me and the wife want to go on vacation, but we got to try, again, today's age, you got to watch what you do and things like
Absolutely.
that. But that's something very appealing to me. And you got my brain going a mile a minute right now.
That sounds great. And we're also, we do smaller group sizes,
Okay.
and we're staying real on top of all the sanitation,
Yeah.
procedures we need to follow. So we even have someone making custom masks for cloth masks for us to wear if we need those. So
Amen. Amen on that. Well, then give them props too. And get,
yeah, absolutely.
So, but all right. Well, hey, thank you again here for being on Freaky Fast and with TI Racing League and sponsoring tonight's race. And I do believe you're sponsoring another race in the future here, if I look at the schedule correct.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what track it is, but I do know that we can have you back up again and see how everything's going
Sure.
then in the next whatever couple weeks. I know
Yeah.
I know you're on the schedule. I just don't know. I have to look at the track.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we'll be happy to touch base again and let people know how things are going.
Oh, that sounds great. That sounds great. Well, again, we wish you the best of luck and, be safe out there and the steps and the routines to do. And we wish you the best on your award winning business you got going on there and in the future with your employees and everybody else.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Everybody be safe out there racing tonight.
Amen. And God bless you.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks. All right, Zach. That is awesome. That is the owner of tonight's Asheville Rooftop Bar Tours Daytona Grand Prix here at Daytona International Raceway. And again, like I told her, Zach, I'm not just saying it. That sounds appealing to me. That really,
no.
I
Robert,
really
you need to
does.
drink you some craft beer. Let me tell you.
I'm telling you, I'm
pretty
not
good.
I'm not much of a drinker. Everybody knows that. I
Yeah,
mean, it's
same,
not
same.
that I'll have my drinks here and there. I'm not saying but I'll bring my friend, man. He will do every freaking drink that she would offer him. He'd be on his field day, man. But man, that is awesome. And if I do look at the schedule here real quick, as these guys are still under qualifying, let me look at the schedule. I do know that we got there tonight. Where are they at? I know they're brought somewhere.
Probably some awesome road course because road course racing is the best.
Well, they were on sponsoring another race, but it looks like it might have got updated.
We'll see.
We'll figure
it out.
we'll figure that out later. But yeah, that is That is
Yeah.
awesome. And you know what's awesome about this league here, Zach, is that these guys here, they run the Indy cars, and this is unique of what they do. Okay, they give out a prize at the end of the season. I think it's $100 for the championship. But here the kicker is on this. One, they run the Indy cars. Two, they do a lot of road course racing. Like next week we go to Detroit. They do got an oval Indy, and then Road America, and then they go to Spa Grand Prix. Then they go to Charlotte Roval, and they do Darlington, not Darlington, I can't never say.
Donington.
Yeah, Donington. That
Yeah.
that there.
Yep.
But
Great.
here the thing
It's
is,
a great racetrack.
anybody can join this league out there if you're interested in not just oval racing and Indy cars and you like doing the road side of things. Anybody can join this. But if you want to be into running for that $100 at the end of the year, all you have to do is pay a $10 entry fee, and you're in, and that takes care of everything. So you're not locked in that you have to pay money to race here.
Right.
You can race here for free. You can
And
become
just have fun.
right,
Yeah.
and have fun. And even if you become the championship, okay, you're not eligible for it. Now, again, I don't know if that goes down the line to people who did pay,
Right. Yeah.
who's in first will get that if they pay. I don't know if that
Right.
rolls over to the next season and the money. That's something we would have to ask Chris on that. But it's
That's a cool format, though. That's really cool to have. Like, if you want to run for money, you can. If you don't, if you want to just have fun and just race, and have some fun, then boom.
yeah.
So,
well, they're packing here 16, 17, 18,
20.
19, 20 cars. I mean,
yeah, 20 Indy cars on Daytona.
it's gonna
I'm
be
telling you, this
fun.
road course, Robert, to have a lot of laps around this place. This place
Yes, you do.
This place is fun, and I could only imagine in the Indy car with that high downforce. Mostly driving the prototypes around here and GT cars. So I could only imagine with one of these how fun it would be and ride up. It's one of those things that makes me want to, sit. This is the races that I get jealous of everybody out there.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
definitely.
I'm not a road course guy, so
Yeah, so this will be a blast for sure. But so we got about less than a minute and a half to go in qualifying here. Robert, looks like Matthew Casey is so far on that provisional pole with the 1:30.75, so a blazing lap. But look at this though, Matt Houston there in second. Look how close this is, Robert. This is 300ths around this 3.5 mile racetrack. 11 turns. These guys are 300ths off each other. That's amazing. And I believe also we do standing starts here, right?
I don't remember from last week. I think so.
I believe because guys
so.
were stopping during practice. I just made that observation in practice. People were stopping in the outside lane near the start finish line and actually doing practice starts. So I'm pretty sure that's what was going down.
Yeah.
I may be wrong, but if we do have a standing start, it's going to be very, very interesting. That could be one of the most crucial parts of this style of racing. If you even if you qualify on pole, you put yourself in position to get that good start. But if you mess up a start, you can get swamped and be back to fifth by turn one. So very easy not to pull off correctly, but the real good ones are the guys that sit on pole and lead in the turn one because they practice both aspects of the racing. So it'll be interesting to see. But I'm excited. I love this racetrack. Love this car. I actually haven't really gotten many laps in the Indy car, but I love open wheel stuff. Mostly driven a little bit of the F3 here on iRacing, but man, this is going to be super exciting to watch. My legs are already shaking a little bit. In adrenaline's pumping.
All right. Well, we're going to bring this up here real quick as we'll bring up the point standings here. As you can see, Evans here is right now after round one of last week is won the race. He's got 25 points with Matthews with 23. Matt Houston is going to be third with 23 points. And then we got Jay Smith there, and that's Ayrton. That's how you say his name. Ayrton J. Smith and the 044. No, it's Ayrton.
Okay.
That's what I was told on YouTube. It's Ayrton. Airtron, something like that. I guess I remember.
I'm just thinking of Ayrton Senna, but
Yeah.
that's just me.
But anyways, yeah, he's in fourth, and then we got Jesse here in fifth with 21 points, and then you can see so forth down four. They had actually 11 drivers actually start. Christopher, the league owner, was in the server, so it's giving him 14 points, but he actually didn't race, and he is not racing tonight. So that's going to be your top 11 here tonight after round one in the points. But all right, well, Zach, let's bring up the grid here tonight, as they do got a standing start. And we got 20 cars starting here. So if you want to go through the top 12 real quick, and then we'll get ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, starting on that pole position is Matthew Casey in the 15. Second goes to Matt Houston. Cohen Evans, they're in third. Marcellus Bruning in fourth. Justin Miller fifth. Ayrton J. Smith in sixth. Brad Haldane in seventh. AJ starting eighth. Robert Garcia starting ninth, and Dan in the 52. Sorry, Dan, I'm about to think about how to say your name. And then Nick Van in the OTL start 11th, and Mario La Pinta will start 12th.
Yeah, I think, but okay. All right, and that's your starting grid here tonight. All right, well, yep, rolling start, standing start, Zach, and here we go. Green flag is out for wow, they spun the wheels, and we have a car that did not go.
One car did not get in gear good, but we got a side-by-side battle going into one here for the lead. Matthew Casey didn't get the greatest start, but he's going to get to the inside and hold that lead here on Matt Houston. Those two have a pretty good start from back there. Marcellus and Justin Miller actually was the car that did not get going there, who started fifth. We actually have a car around back here too. Looks like that may have been, that might have been Simon Grills, who started 13th. He has major damage, but back out front, Matthew Casey starting to put a little bit of a gap, but Matt Houston falling into the clutches of the 17, the 61 here maybe a little bit. See, the thing about this track too, Robert, got to bring up is this is a pretty big drafting track. If you can run within a few tenths of the guy ahead of you, you usually can stay. If you keep about a half-second gap between them in the infield and on the oval side of things, you should be able to draft back to them. So this track is really key on not making mistakes in the infield and making sure you're within that drafting distance. And even if the guy ahead of you has more pace, sometimes you can latch on to them, and it'll pick your pace up a couple tenths. So just from drafting. So it can be interesting in little draft battles, but I think Matthew Casey right now is trying to do his best. I guess you could say Sebastian Vettel from F1, where he tried to get out DRS range, but there's no DRS, but there is push to pass. So 10 of them tonight. First lap you're going to be completed and led by Matthew Casey.
And the question is when do you use them push to passes? You got 10 for 40 laps. Where would you recommend trying to use one of those?
Well, I try to save them as much as I can. Like I said, a drafting track, you're probably not going to get away unless some people start to make big mistakes. As you can already see, these front 6 cars have starting to broke away a little bit from the field, but I think these front 6 guys are going to be with each other for a while, just due to how this draft works. So unless Matthew Casey could really put down some really crazy laps here in the infield, it's hard to get away here at Daytona. You almost like the train leader, you're pulling everybody around while they're saving fuel behind you and and just getting pulled around the racetrack. But yeah, it's definitely a tough one, and like you said, push passes is going to be crucial, because saving those, I think, could come down to how you can make a pass here at the end using that draft with that push to pass.
All right, 10-4. All right. Well, right now it looks like we got we basically got pretty spread out here, Zach. Looks like you said here the top 6 back to Robert. Robert here is pretty far in front of AJ. So AJ's got a little bit of work as they go. Oh, we got a car off into
Mario.
Yeah, I thought that's who that was.
Yeah, Mario on 13 there. That's easy to do, Robert, into that bus stop. It's very easy to lock the rears on turning there, and then you gotta lift off that brake and you shoot into that grass. So good job on him not hitting nothing, though. That's a very dangerous spot of this track where you can get a lot of damage by hitting that inside wall.
Yeah, amen on that. Again, we got the pro driver Zach up here. Knows more road racing than I do. I don't road race. I like calling it. I just don't drive them.
Yeah, I just like the track selection here. This is a good track selection just to, you know, and not every road course race do you get these drafting battles like this, because a lot of them are more twist and turny, and it just comes down to more who has the overall pace. But this one could come down a little bit to more of a game. You know, these top three are starting to break away a little bit from Ayrton there in the 044, but Marcellus there following behind him too. If he can just put together a few good laps and get the sniff of the draft back, it'll be good. But the top three here are pretty locked in. As you can see, it's about similar gaps in between first, second, and third.
Yeah, the fourth place car in the 61 there, he's about 2 seconds behind now.
Yeah.
Smith is about 3 seconds behind third place. He's right close to fourth place.
Yeah. Yeah, those two kind of formed themselves a pack, and then you got the next pack of Dan and AJ, Dan, and Nick here. Rob's not too far behind. Brad there also coming out the bus stop.
Yeah, and I also know too they're looking at I believe one pit stop at least.
Definitely, yeah, I would definitely think one pit stop
sure. I'm thinking it's two. From the notes that I was reading, they're looking at. Oh, we have the leader just hit Matthew. Wait, I gotta say it right because I was saying his name. I was putting S's last week on his name. I was saying Matthews, when it's actually Matthew. But his mom was making sure she corrected me, which is fine. I was saying it wrong. But anyways, I was saying there, Zach, that 15 of Matthew, he went off track and he hit something.
So yeah, what happened there, Robert, is the 17 drafted up to his outside, actually led the lap, went side by side into one. 17 let him go, but I think Matthew just got on the power a little bit out wide and just lost the rear in front of the 17. Really, Evans had nowhere to go there. Unfortunate for Matthew too, just due to the fact that he took a good bit of side pod damage. It looks right there. Yeah, a lot of left side side pod damage. His wings actually look pretty straight. It actually might hurt the 17 more because he's got a pretty front. His right front wing there is pretty bent. That's gonna be a huge loss of downforce for him. He's just gonna try to stay in this draft and hopefully get back to a pit stop where he can get that changed, which is gonna hurt him there. But you can see what it's done. Look, it's brought the train back. So we got our top five, our top six here all together.
They have a quick repair, so he'll be able to at least go in and get that thing fixed. Yeah. So that's a good sign. But you know, the question now is like you were just explaining to everybody, he's got to try to stay out there and run this thing up until the pit stops without getting too far back through the field where he can't make up that ground anymore, because we have local yellows. There's no yellows here, so they'll have local yellows, but the race ain't gonna come down to where he can pace around. He's gonna have to figure it out.
Definitely. The biggest issue I'm looking at for Matthew here is he's slipped actually back to looks like almost to the 6th position here due to that damage. That side pod damage is going to cause a lot of drag, and that's going to hurt him his straight line capabilities a lot. And in this track, straight line speed is everything, unfortunately, due to the oval aspect of it. So that's going to really hurt Matthew there. He's going to probably want to, hopefully he can salvage something when he comes out and gets his pit stop. But back up front, Matt Houston, who took the lead from that incident up front. Oh, we're having another incident, Robert. Marcellus into the back of Evans.
Oh, whoa. Man,
Harrison makes it through. So does Casey.
Wow.
Ooh, that was wild there. Looks like Marcellus just got to the back of the 17 there a little bit.
Yeah, we just went back here on the replay, and he came really hard into that turn and just got the rear end of Evans there, man.
Yeah, that was very, very interesting. Look, it just split the pack up. So now we're seeing the top two here break away. Can that 044 of Smith get back into the draft? The 66 of Matt Houston. That's going to be crucial here. Oh, there's a car in front of him. Oh, that's the Cody Bullock in the number 18. A little bit slow there in the kink. And into the International Horseshoe.
Now, here's an interesting call by Evans. Cohen here, the 17. He went down pit road and didn't take no tires or fuel, but he got a new car because he's like, there's no way I can drive that thing after that incident.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
I
I think that was his best call too. I mean, really, it's just that damage was just going to continue to hurt him. So that's the thing about these open wheel cars. They're so important is the body work on them. You know, you're relying on so much downforce with these things and so much aerodynamics that if you just hurt one crucial part of this car, it's going to slow you down tremendously.
Let's bring up the weather here real quick. Let's see what they're dealing with here tonight. Not too bad though. Wow, there's a good wind out there tonight though. But tonight here, well, it's late afternoon here, early evening. It's looking at 66 degrees, track temperature 67. So there is grip out there. And I don't know if we're going to be going into the nighttime or not, but
yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. As Matt Houston, he's actually got some company now. That 044 with Smith, he's really starting to chop into it here. He was about a half a second quicker last lap, or about a second quicker, my bad, not a half a second. Looks like Robert Garcia's moved up into that third position also, in front of Marcellus, the 61. So those two are your top four, and Matthew Casey's still struggling with that damage there. In the 5th position.
yeah, we got third and fourth getting ready to heat up here like you were saying. But
Yeah.
Houston is setting, he's got about a second lead, roughly. We'll see here. Yeah, he's got about a second lead.
Yeah, this is where being that second car is better, but Matt Houston does pick his time up and actually is 3/10 quicker than the 044 there, that lap.
Well, Matthew, he's still out there after that little incident. He's in the top 5. He's looking pretty good right now. He's got an 8-second lead over Nick. Marcus, he's right. He's got about, Marcus is 3 seconds ahead of him. So, considering all the eventful stuff that he just went through in that Taco Bell car, that's not bad if he can stick in that position. And next couple laps here, these guys should be eventually soon looking at pit road. So he should be able to get that thing fixed and move himself back up through the field.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting there for sure. See how some of these guys can come back from early issues.
We are way spread out now. Come back here to Justin here. He's running in 13th position. Brad is, I believe he's 1 lap down.
Brad is not yet.
Not yet. Okay. He is not a lap down.
Well, he's got about a good 25 seconds on the leader, so he's good. The first car lap down would be Cody Bullock. He's actually at the pits. Also Simon, who's spun out of the turn, getting onto the oval side of things. There in that 16, he's a lap down.
And it looks like he just had another incident too.
Yeah, he just spun out of that corner.
It looks like he's struggling tonight in that car, unfortunately. Oh man, and Marcus just he locked the brakes up going into the turn. That's something we didn't talk much about either, though, Zach. You know, getting too hot into the turns and you lock up the front end and smoke them tires. That hurts.
Yeah, and I let Robert Garcia go right on. Get back into that third position.
Let's ride in the cockpit with him. Let's go. Let's see here. Let's go in the roll bar with Marcus and Ford. You can see he's. Oh, and we just watched him come out of the turn and spin it. Almost gets it back under control. But yeah, I mean, he's driving his car way in deep, and then he's locking it up, setting that thing so off balance right now. I'm sure he's yelling at the pit crew right now saying, man, we need to do something with this car.
So we actually got word from race control, Robert, that so the incident between the 61 and the 17 Marcellus and Cone, it looks like that would be called a racing incident, no further action. So no penalties there. Looks like they're calling that a racing incident going in there to the bus stop, and I pretty much agree with that.
Okay. Try to find some action out here for everybody as we are spread all the way through this whole track here tonight. So you can see the lap times are being flashed here. These guys. Man, Marcus is just so loose exiting. What can you do to adjust that? Anything? Brakes?
Well,
No?
I mean, exiting, brakes are not going to affect that, but the biggest thing is I don't know if you can fix it, because these are fixed setups, I believe, right, Robert?
Yes.
I don't think you can move your weight jackers and stuff like that, which are in your in-car adjustments for these cars. So I think you kind of got what you got. You know what I'm saying? I think it's mostly down to the tires, probably.
Oh, see, and as a driver, that's frustrating.
Yeah.
That is frustrating, definitely. When you can't do nothing to a vehicle and you got what you got, it's tough.
It's tough to deal with, definitely is.
Yeah.
And just gotta continue to put laps in here, get to the pit stops, get some fresh ones, and maybe even get some of that wing fixed up too. That could also be a little bit of an issue there. A little loss of downforce on that front right wing there is not the straightest.
Oh, that's 710 of, if I say Stan, right?
Sean.
See, to me, that doesn't look like the word Sean. That's where I get messed up. That's when you need to complete school kids. Because to me, that don't look like Sean, but I know that's the word. It just don't look like Sean.
You're used to the SH.
Yep.
Yeah, SH way? Okay.
Yeah.
I had friends named Sean like that, so I was used to that.
Oh, okay, well, speaking of him, Sean Stevens in that 710, he's up 9 positions, running in 10th position. Looking very, very clean out there. His car's nice and clean. He's just out there riding around right now as he looks like he's got AJ looking on the high side, coming across the start-finish line. But yeah, we got a blinker. Oh, and AJ's gonna battle him on the outside, Zach.
That's a very tough corner to do that too.
And look all the ground he lost.
This is the apex there too a little bit. That's gonna hurt him too. Tell you what, behind them also you got Justin Miller, who that was the car that actually didn't go, I believe, on the start of the race. He started 5th, but I don't think he got going like he should have. And he's actually running 32.47, which is really pretty up there with the leaders. Oh, actually, the 044 must have had an issue because Robert Garcia. Oh, the wrecking.
The wrecking. We just caught it live.
Oh, Robert Garcia into Ayrton.
Delta 2 of Smith, man. He just went around now. See what happens here is catch up to Roberts, as Roberts is just ahead of him now.
Oh, he's going to let him by.
And he's going to let him by. Good job. You know what? Respect to Roberts. He knew he messed up, and he gave the position back. That is a true racer there.
Yeah, Robert Garcia there, giving the position back after getting into the back of Ayrton Smith there. Because, yeah, I think that's due to definitely, I think he felt like he was definitely going to get a penalty if, he kept him going. And I think that was a smart thing to do. So, yeah, maybe they'll call that a racing incident, but you never know. We'll see. I have to see the officials.
Worry about penalty or not, I give props out to a driver like that. You give that position back because you know you messed up. You know? But now he's going to try to hunt him down again and see, okay, I learned something. Don't wreck him. Whoa! AJ almost swung that back end. I was going to say the other word, but back end out. Coming over that hump. That rumble strip.
He's actually must have had an issue the lap before too, Robert, because he was only a second behind the leader, Matt Houston. Then he was right in front of Robert right there going into one. So that lap before, he must have had some type of issues. I didn't correctly see it. So yeah, he had a major issue there probably.
Well, I know Matt Houston right now, and it's he made sure he left me too, just so everybody knows. I know it doesn't say that, but he made me sure it's Houston, just like Texas Houston down at Houston, you know. So it's Houston, Matt Houston, not Hudson. So, but anyways, what I was saying is that, yeah, Zach, I mean, look, he's got a 15-second lead now over this whole field here. He's on cruise control. I mean, he really doesn't have to do too much except just make sure you hit your braking points and your turns and your apex, and keep that car on the track.
Definitely. Right now, it's looking good for him with a 14-second lead already before he even hit pit stop. So his goal now is to just hit his marks and not overdrive the car. Just you're out here on a Sunday drive now. Someone's really gonna have to put a blistering pace down to catch him. So that's gonna be tough to do. So we'll see how Matt guides the end of this race, because if he has an issue, people are right back in it.
Well, he could lose it on pit road. I mean,
they could have a Houston. We have a problem.
Yeah, right. As AJ is now bringing it down here on lap 14, he's bringing it down for a pit stop. We got Matthew. He's coming in, making a pit stop. So it looks like pit window is opening up there, Zach.
Yes, it is. Robert Garcia stays out. So does Marcellus. Looks like Dan and the 52 also stay out. But yeah, I think this is a smart time. So definitely going to be a two-stopper here.
Oh, and Robert just spun it into the inside of grass there.
Oh, at least he's in the grass.
He's trying to get it back up on the track. He does, and he brings the rest of the grass and the dirt with it. As Marcus is gonna pass him for second position. After struggling there for a while, it looks like he's starting. You know, I've always said with road racing and any car, it's momentum. It's all about momentum. You start getting, no yellows, you get into this rhythm, and, and a lot of drivers, it takes longer than other ones to get into that rhythm, but once you do, they become very fast drivers.
Definitely, Marcellus doing a good job here. By the way, I think you've been saying Marcus, Robert.
Oh, it's
Marcellus.
Yeah, Marcus sounds better.
Robert's eyes see different things sometimes.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm bad with names.
He sees close names and they become a different name.
Right. Well, I do apologize to him. I'll say it wrong all night probably.
We'll get it right. Well, the more I look,
you'll get it right. Marcella, did I say it right?
No, Marcellus.
Marcellus, yes. Yeah, see, that's not gonna.
Like Marcellus Bennett, like played football.
Yeah. Oh, Marcellus Bennett. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, and he got his front wing there fixed.
Yep, he just came down. Matt Houston's continuing on, so is Robert Garcia.
I would imagine they're looking at lap 16, 17 as maybe as far as they can go. Fuel.
Yeah, I would think so. If they can't make it to 20, then they're I wouldn't expect these pit stops if guys could have made it to 20. So
I know last week we were at Nürburgring's Grand Prix, and they were it came down to the very last pit stop. They were like, some drivers were a lap short, some were a half a lap short. So it came down very, very interesting. So the way this league sets things up, as he's leader is now coming down pit road, is that they set it up that you have to basically have 2 pit stops, but that last pit stop is depending on when you do. You got to pit at a certain pit stop sequence, You know, it's a road racing. You pit backwards. You add everything backwards, and you got to pit. If you pit one lap, you know, sooner than you want to, it's hard to save that one lap on fuel, especially at road racing.
Here comes Dan and Robert, the 12 and the 52. As Matt Houston is pulling out of his box, as our leader has pitted, and he will pull back onto the racetrack. You know, Robert, and this is a good point to bring up. Pit road is one of the most dangerous spots here. Leaving pit road is very tough in these cars around Daytona. The pit road is just, it's super gnarly on the exit. It's very tight turns right there. And then you also got the strips on the left side when you leave, and I've seen major issues there before, so good job on these guys. I don't think nobody's had no issues through there so far.
Well, we're at 16. I got to give a shout out to Matthew here. He's up to second position after getting involved, making an early pit stop, getting his fast repair, not taking tires or fuel. Now he's coming back out. He stayed on the lead lap, and he worked himself all the way back up to second position. Wow.
He only pitted once, Matthew did. That was Evans that pitted early.
Oh, that's who. Well, give him props. He's up to fifth.
I was about to say, he's back up to fifth at least, though, yeah. So.
Wow.
Definitely. Yeah, and Matthew Casey, he had the, you know, he was the quickest man around here so far, I would say. So he had the pace in practice and in qualifying. So let's see what type of pace he can do, and maybe put some pressure where Matt Houston will start looking at his relative and say, oh man, he's gained a lot, and then he'll make that mistake. I mean, that's really the only thing you can do right now if you're Matthew Casey.
17 seconds behind. I don't know if I'll have to see. I don't know if he's gonna have enough time to cut that down, but we'll see. He is well. He just put down the fastest lap of the race, a 1:30.768.
Yep, exactly.
He's trying. He's running, but you know, how long can you do that until the tires say I had enough?
52 and Dan battling with the 17 at Evans, and there goes Marcellus in the 61 also behind. And also, we did get word on that incident between Robert Garcia and Ayrton J. Smith. There is a racing incident, no further action.
All right.
So, race on.
Good deal. Turn on the race control there, Zach.
Well,
Zach,
luckily they posted for us. They do the official post on the chat, so it makes it nice and easy for me to see, and I like it. You know, that's the thing you when in real life road racing. That's the thing when you watch real life road racing, you see race control say, you know, decide penalties during a race or incidents like that. So usually every incident has some type of investigation. So it's pretty cool for road racing.
The biggest battle we look like we got going on back here is with Zero. Oh my goodness, they go into
Yes, through that. Oof.
Oh.
I think he's got the right name for that.
Wow.
That's a move Ayrton Senna would have done side by side through there. That was a great race between both those, Marcellus and Ayrton right there. So.
Yeah, not wrecking it, but wow, that was a bold move. I tell you, with 18 laps, that was very bold.
Definitely.
They made it work, but yeah.
Yikes. That's trust me, I moved side by side a few times, and luckily these cars are a little bit not as wide as a GT car or a prototype, I would say. So you got a little more room, but still going side by side through the bus stop chicane like that it's always hairy. Matthew Casey's actually just within 16 seconds of Matt Houston, so really not too far behind for how far he was before the pit stops. Like, very, very impressive from this 15.
Yeah, his lap times are astounding right now.
He's definitely got the pace. Now, if he can be a second faster on average throughout the end of this race, he will catch Matt. Now that's asking
hard.
a lot. That's asking a lot. Exactly, that's asking a lot. But if he can continue to run the lap times he's running, which Matt just picked up there to a 31.9, so that was only about a 4/10 gain. Like, that's not going to do it. Down to a 15-second gap here. He's going to need it upwards of half a second every lap. So we'll have to monitor that. But Matthew has shown tremendous pace, and we'll just have to see how that plays out.
Well, Dan just put down his fastest lap of 132.292 for him right now in the race, so he's picking up the pace a little bit. And I believe once we're getting around halfway here now, give or take about another 10 laps, I think these guys are going to really starting to push these cars. As Brad just now put down his fastest lap of a 132.743, so these guys are picking up the pace now here, Zach.
Definitely. And I can actually, I believe, see how many push passes these guys have left. Yeah, I can.
You can? I can't see that. What?
I can see it on their steering wheels.
Oh, let's go in the cockpit.
So up front, Matt Houston's got 8 push passes. So he's only used 2 of those throughout the race. Back to Matthew Casey, he has 7 left. Or I don't know if that's how many you've used though. Actually, that might be how many you used.
Okay.
That's
so
hard
you
to
don't
say.
know if it goes up or down.
Yep, that's one thing I don't know. So all I know is it says P2P, and that's push to pass. So
well, let's just pay attention to that number.
let's see if they go up or down. So.
Yeah, we'll pay attention to Matthew and see. Right now we know he's at 7, so we'll pay attention. We'll look at lap 30, and we'll see if that number goes up or down.
Definitely. And that time he gained upwards of 8/10 there. So very good gain. Just if Matthew can continue on that course, he could possibly run the 66 down here.
Well, the question is Matt saving? Is he saving fuel? Is he in the fuel saving mode? Does he know how far he has to go to make it to the end of this rate? That might be the question there too, and the reason why Matthew is catching him so fast, because that 66 is he's just out there riding, saving fuel, saving tires, and says I got to make it to this lap. And Matthew in the 15 could be pushing it hard, where he's gonna have to pit a lap sooner, could just throw his whole race off. We don't know.
Matt just he responded right there with a 31.26. See what Matthew Casey runs here. A 31.0, so 2/10 quicker for Matthew Casey still, but that's not enough. That right there puts it into Matt Houston's hands. So this is a cat and mouse game of who can continue to keep their average. It's gonna take consistency right here and not making mistakes.
Yeah, and it's a shame that the 15 got caught up in something, because I think we would have a really good battle with them too. It'd be very interesting to see if he catches up, what kind of, towards the end of the race, what we will see here, as just now a little over halfway here with TI Racing League. I said it right. It's not T1, it's TI Racing League. And
awesome.
I didn't know if you knew that, if it was TI or T1.
I know now. I heard you say it earlier, so
well, when I first last week when we first did the race, just so the fans that are tuning in here tonight knew, I messed up. I was calling it T1 Racing League, because the I looked like a 1 to me. I didn't know no difference until Chris let me know. He goes, no, it's TI, and I went, oh crap. I was like, I gotta go and change everything that I set up for the league. I have to go and change the 1 to an I. I said, well, I'm making sure I'm making the capital I, not a lowercase I. Yeah, just a little sense of humor there, I guess.
We all make mistakes, and we learn from doing this together. So, okay, so they go down because Matt Houston's is down to 7 now. So Matt Houston just used the push pass last lap.
Okay. Okay, so he's got 6 left then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evans got 6. Casey's got 7. Robert's got 10.
Oh.
Ayrton has 7. Dan, let's see, what's he turned at 6. Marcellus 9. Nick Van 10. Justin Miller 6. Mario 10. Brad has 9. Oh, well, those are your guys who do laps, so.
Okay, well, I don't know if you can explain it to the viewers out there that don't know what push to pass is, but what exactly does push to pass do?
Okay, so push pass is pretty much just like a, I guess you could call it a go fast button. It just gives you extra horsepower. I'm not sure what Indy cars, how much horsepower you get. I'll have to do some research on this, on how much the push to pass horsepower increase is. But I know when you push that button, it gives you a certain amount of time with a certain amount of added horsepower. So you just pretty much gain engine power for, I'd say, a few seconds. It's really used to if you're trying to set someone up for pass, and then you need that little bit of power just to edge them out, and you have it there, luckily. So it's a pretty cool thing they have in IndyCar racing. In F1 they have DRS, which is like a drag reduction system, but they used to have pretty much the exact same, which is push to pass, but it was curves. So it was a little bit different, but similar idea. It's just it gives you like a certain amount of horsepower for a certain time. I'll actually do some research on that.
I know Brian, our other analyst, he knows all that info.
Zach is not.
Well, I know if I was you, I wouldn't use my push to pass entering the corner. I would use it to try to take that guy coming out of a turn. But that's just me. I would think, get a little bit of a boost coming out, set him up, get on the inside, and just hit that button and say, see ya. And hopefully he doesn't hit his button, and then we say, oh crap, we'll go side to side.
Alright, so it looks like pretty much what push to pass is pretty much what it does. At least it's 40 horsepower from what I'm seeing. And it looks like 10 seconds. You can use 10 seconds to push to pass. I guess you get 10 seconds when you hit the button. So you get 40 extra horsepower for 10 seconds, and pretty much that just turns the boost of the turbo up. So you're just giving your turbo a little more boost and going faster. So it's a go fast button, is all I say.
NASCAR needs to add a go fast button.
There's actually talks of there being a push to pass or like an energy recovery for not no time soon. This is probably down the road like 3 or 4 years, but probably the next car, once they do the next powertrain for it, it'll probably be involved with that. Yes.
That would be interesting.
Definitely will be, especially for ovals. It'd be weird for ovals though, because it just
they'd probably use it for. They would use it for road course racing. Charlotte, Watkins Glen, Finion. I think that's it, right?
Yeah. Hopefully by then we got a few more maybe.
Yeah, hopefully. Be nice to see a little bit more road racing in NASCAR side of things. So.
Definitely. And look at Matthew Casey, 30.9. Low fuel, starting to get out of these cars. He's setting some blistering laps right now, so it's going to be tough, Robert, for him to catch him. That's what pretty much I come down to, because it's going to be about 15 to go. Not here, but it's technically 16 to go right here for him. He's got the lead down to a 13-second lead. And, actually, he was spun.
Yeah, but that's only 2 seconds in about 10 laps. So,
yeah,
it's not enough.
It's not, but it was more than, it was up to, I believe, 18 at one point, so.
Right.
We'll have to see. It's, mistake, the closer he gets, the more Matt has to worry, So, It's putting more pressure on them more than anything, I guess you could say. But we actually do have a battle between Ayrton and Robert. They're for fourth, so that 044 and that 12 going at it again. We had the incident earlier with.
He's trying to set him up. I think he learned last time what not to do, and he's just taking it easy right now. And how many push to passes does he have left? Oh, and he almost hits the outside wall. Oh, he's still got 10.
10, yeah.
He has not used any here in 25 laps, so I don't know.
And Ayrton's down to 3.
I think it might be time to start using these things, Robert. You got them, use them.
Hopefully he's got a button mapped.
I was going to say, he might not have a button map, and he'd be like, well, crap. He will know next time, right?
Definitely.
Lesson learned. Yell at your crew chief. Say, man, put a button in here. And we got a car coming down pit road. Who was that? That would be Rob. Coming in. 74 coming in to make a pit stop. Here on lap 26 as we are getting down to the end here now, ladies and gentlemen. Here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting with TI Racing League. Road race. I love watching. You know what? I'm not a big... okay, how can I say this? I like Indy cars on oval. It's fun. But I really like watching these guys on road racing. Exactly. And, you know, you definitely, unfortunately, the coronavirus, but I've said this last year and I'll say it again. Zach, you got me into the F1 cars. I stay up at 3 o'clock in the morning and I'm watching F1 racing at road courses, and I never got into that stuff. And I was like, well, this stuff is pretty interesting.
It's different. That's what's awesome about it. That's what, you know, sometimes you need some stuff to spice up, you know, some different things for you. So it's definitely, I love watching different series.
And I could say this much, watching it on TV, you know, the first 75% of the race, and it's the same in NASCAR, and that's why I think NASCAR throws the yellows at the end of the race and try to hype everything up, which costs a lot of money. But F1 or Indy racing on road, it's the same way. 75, you're just watching cars go around, but trust me, when it gets down to 15 to 10 laps to go, wow, does the action pick up.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of road racing is determined on lap 1 in F1. I mean,
yeah,
you know, lap 1 can be the most exciting thing you'll ever see, and then you'll have crucial points in the race where pit stops are, you know, skewed on overcuts and undercuts, and who comes out in front of who, and just stuff like that. And the strategies is there. You got it's literally like a giant, I don't even know how you would say it, a giant machine. How the teams work, like they are very impressive over there in Europe, I gotta say. So they keep it very, very clean and tidy.
That they do. That they do.
Well, Matt lost about a second that last lap.
I was back here looking at Justin Miller, back here in the 80, running 9th. He's inside the top 10. He did, oh, there he is. He did disappear there for me a minute, but he is back. From the state of Florida. Got Nick in the 02, running 8th position here from New York. In the top 10. Dan here in 52's up 3 positions. He is running in 7th position from the Great Plains. And he's just out there riding, taking his time. Oh, now we got Roberts in 12 looking to come down pit road, and he is from the state of Georgia. So pit stops, I think, are opening up, Zach.
Yes, sir, they are. Robert Garcia in the pit road.
Yeah, we have another one coming down. That's 61. He's coming down. State of Texas. How long does the leader stay out? As Matthew is really I gotta give this guy some props. He's got it down to 12 and a half seconds.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Very, very impressive.
Now, does he pit earlier, and can he do the leapfrog effect, do you think? Do you think it's worth it?
I think he needs to pit before him. I think that's crucial. I would expect him maybe even to come to this time right here. We'll see though. Yes, he is.
Yeah, because they can make it on fuel. Whoa, and oh wow. Turn on the rev limiter, man. Thank God these things have that.
Yeah,
You've got to worry about speeding.
As Matt Houston continues to stay out, Matthew Casey in second will come down. Like I said, I really thought that this is the perfect lap for him to come in. Get a nice stop in the box here.
044. Smith is now in. And here comes Casey. He's coming out here. Now, here comes the question, everybody. Let's pay attention. What does Cohen and Matt do up front here? They both pitted on lap 15, so... And Matt had a great lead, so...
Cohen, he was putting out some really good lap times too. So he had a decent gap on Ayrton there for third. I think that's going to be what he's looking at, and he'll probably be coming down. I'd say if not this lap, the next lap, and I'd say our leader most likely is looking at lap 30 if he's sticking to what he did on the first run.
Yeah,
as he does. Yep. He'll probably pick next time by.
And Cohen, I would assume, was probably going to stay out. Oh, he's 25 seconds behind. He ain't going to gain nothing. He's just going to lose.
Yeah, he might pit this time.
Well, we'll see if Evans... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, we'll see if Evans comes in here. I think he is. He's starting to look. Yeah, he is. See. So 17 Evans will come in here to pit road from that second position. It will most likely fall to third once the cycle's through. As Matthew Casey now passes the entrance to pit road. And into one he goes.
A lap of 1:55.997 is his out lap.
Yeah, we'll have to compare that to these other guys.
Yeah, 1:55.9. Remember that and see what everybody else's out lap is here. Let's see what Matt Smith 1:57.4. But his out lap was faster. No, slower. I do apologize.
Yeah, let's see. Here's Matt pit.
Okay. Now here comes the. Now let's see here. Matthew was about 11 seconds behind.
12.4 or so.
12.4. So let's see what he can gain. This is crucial. 9 laps to go.
Yep.
As he pulls. Oh, he messed up it. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
That's a few seconds. That's a few seconds right there.
Yeah. He thought he was in, and he wasn't. And he had to stop and pull forward a little bit, and he is out.
Matthew Casey is passing the start of pit road now. It's definitely going to be as close as it ever was.
All right, well, let's see here. Matthew just put down a 131.
Look at Cohen's outlap of 1:53.8.
He gained 2 seconds. He's down to a 10.19 seconds now. He is. I don't know, Zach. I don't know. Matt has better tires though, so he's got a little bit more grip out there.
Yeah, we'll see. Especially because I believe these are on the V7s now.
Yeah.
So cold tire.
Yeah, they do run the V7s now on these cars.
So yeah, the cold tire, actually this phase right here is a good time for Matthew to pounce while the tires are coming up to heat for leader.
9.5 seconds. 9.4, 9.3. Now he's back up to 9.4, 9.5. And you can see Houston is about ready to light the rocket.
That's for sure. They're like, we need to go.
And his outlap was a 156.2. So yeah, you add
Second.
that all up, that's 2 seconds. It's 1 second there, but everything else, it's about 2 seconds. So there was
so 9.4. Yeah, that was 9.4 from a 12.4.
very, very interesting. So basically, again, Matt just has to keep this thing clean and not doing anything stupid.
That was the start of 9 to go right there. So he literally he has to be a second faster if he wants to catch him every lap.
How many push to passes does first and second place have?
So right now, Matthew Casey in second is sitting with 6, and Matt Houston 5. So 1 to Matthew Casey in second. He has 1 more, but he's probably going to have to use him to get to him.
I was gonna say I'd start hitting that button. I'd get on the straightaway and through turn 3 and 4 here at Daytona, and I'd start hitting that button. This is the highest point of the race here. This is the highest speeds that they hit is coming through, 3 and 4 here at Daytona, going down to the front stretch until they got to whoa this thing way down. As he's coming up on a lap car of the Van?
Nick Van, yeah. Lapping 9th place right here.
Oh, and
into 1 side by side.
Oh, Van
this
did
is
not
help.
give him the line that he wanted. Now we got another. Oh, look at this.
Another lap car. Oh.
Okay,
Let's
go.
go.
Oh, no, they hit.
Oh no, the lap cars.
Did that give Matt any damage? Because he just drove that thing in there and said, "Look, guys, I gotta go."
Believe he got out of there with no damage.
Ooh, he is lucky because Casey is now down to 7.5 seconds. Zach, he's coming.
Yeah. It's starting to pop off here.
Right inside here with Matthew. Along with Matt. I think it'd be better if I just call him Matt. And he's got can he use that car in front of him for a little bit of draft too there? Let's watch him. Oh man, he's driving and he's got to work this traffic, Zach. And he work it. He's fast. See if that lap car, he's going to go up high. He's going to let him go by. Good job. Very respectful. And he's got another lap car in front of him coming out of 4. He's going to catch him coming across the trioval. And it looks like Stevens is going to stay up high, and he does. Lets him go.
Down to 7.4.
I think he's going to run out of laps.
It's going to close, yeah. 7.4, 7 laps to go.
Very impressive.
I mean, once he gets in if he gets 2 seconds within him, he'll start to get some draft. But he needs some mistakes from Matthew up front, or Matt up front. Matthew really needs to hope for that.
Yeah, and Matt's been running a very, very clean race here since he got out to the lead. So I really don't think I see him messing up. Unless he, the only way he did was with lap traffic. You know what I mean? So
right.
That there almost cost him the race. Man, look at them go through that bus stop and up over, and they throw the grass coming out. That's a little hairy and scary if you ask me.
Yeah. That's where you gain time. So
Not me. I'd gain time by wrecking it. Oh, we're down to what do we got here? 6 laps to go, Zach? 5 laps? 6?
6 to go, Robert. So yeah, Matthew Casey, they only gained 3/10 that last lap. That's not going to do it. 6 to go. He's going to need Matt Houston to have Houston. We have a problem moment.
Right. Shuttle blew up. Well, wait, that's not say that's not nice.
Oh gosh.
The rocket thingy blew up. Actually, my brain was going to the rocket, not the shuttle itself, but the rocket fell off and blew up. 'Cause that's not what I meant. But I just, real quick, as these guys are winding down here at Daytona, I want to give the shout out to everybody on Facebook and YouTube for tuning in here tonight at Freaky Fast Broadcasting with Robert up here in the booth with Zach Hall. We much appreciate everybody. If you enjoyed tonight's show here, don't forget to check out these guys here at TI Racing League on Facebook or the iRacing Portal page if you're into this kind of racing. But if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button on Facebook and YouTube, and don't forget to hit the bell button. So every time we go live, you get a notification on your phone or a notification on YouTube by email, because that's the only way they notify you, by email, that we are live, and then you can share it with your friends and family. So again, we'd like to say thank you.
Gained about 6/10 that time, 30.91.
Yeah,
With 5 to go.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be 2 laps short.
Yeah, I think he's gonna need about at least another 3 for what we need.
I mean,
he's gonna get close. I think
we can see here in the viewer there, just watching Matt go around. You can actually see Matthew in the back of the the picture in certain screenshots. He's right. He's there. It's just not enough, I don't think.
Oh, and he lost it. Oh, Matthew sideways into the last corner before he goes to the oval. Oh,
that's it. Well, you know what? You gotta give the kid credit. He ran that thing hard. He burnt the tires off. He gave it everything that he had with that Taco Bell sponsored car. I give him props. Good job.
That was it was impressive to get back to where he got. So
yeah, most definitely.
Easy to make a mistake like that though when you're pushing that hard.
Yeah, and you probably burned off the tires too. So I mean, them tires were shot probably about 5 laps ago. Oh, it looks like we got the 710 of Sean Stevens. He's now in pit road. It looks like we have 9 cars on the lead lap. Back to Nick is on the lead lap. As it looks right now. I could be wrong.
I believe Justin Miller is the last. This Nick is behind the leader.
Yeah, my scoring is showing. It looks like Brad's actually the last car in the lead lap. Oh, and he overshoots the turn. Oh, up over the rumble strips. Is it recommended to use the rumble strip, Zach, to gain grip? Can you gain grip while running over the rumble strips, or does it really upset the car of any car?
Not really in these cars. You can use them at other tracks like that curve down that kink. You can use that a little bit. It's not too bad, but these curves are weird too. They're kind of flat curves. They're not really rounded like most curves are. Some of them are a little more abrupt than others. But as I was watching Brad here, he actually just lost it. But yeah, I would say it's not recommended in these cars.
All right, well, we are getting down to the final laps here tonight.
Yep, that's 3 to go for Matt Houston with about an 8.2 second lead over Matthew Casey in there in second.
got to give props to all these drivers. It is a really good, clean driving out here tonight with these guys. A couple incidents here and there, but that's road racing. And it basically comes down to breaking points.
You know, the 17 of Cohen Evans there, he's also put on a heck of a drive after his incident early in the race at the bus stop. He pit and did a whole extra pit stop.
Yeah.
So very impressive to see him get back up to third, and he's been reeling in the leader every lap. So he had some tremendous pace here running third tonight.
Yeah, so far from the league that I seen, if you got anybody out there thinks they can, beat these guys, come and join it. But last week, Matthews was fast. Cohen won the race last week. Matt Houston had a good run. Had a little bit of technical issues here and there, but these top three right here, from what I'm seeing, are pretty fast with these cars.
Definitely. Like Matt Houston there, yep. 2 to go now for him. He's just clicking off nice 31s here, lower 31s, and cruising here. Just 2 more laps for him.
Come up here to the leader from Indiana. We will watch him finish off tonight's race here with TI Racing League. Oh, he went through the grass. Don't do that. Don't wreck it, man. Got that right side into the grass and was throwing up some mud. Maybe he was trying to make the Casey a little slower, because Casey's still coming though, but unfortunately he had that little mishap, and he's not gonna make it here tonight. But he's down to about 7.5 seconds again after falling back to 10 seconds behind. So he has the speed. Just unfortunately circumstances did not work out for him tonight.
Yeah, unfortunate for him. And we're coming out of 4 here, out of oval turn 4. To come take this white flag for Matt Houston. He's drove a heck of a race. Really been mistake free other than getting in a little trouble with some lap cars there in that run. But man, took the lead through an incident ahead of him and never looked back. He's got 3.5 miles. Yep. It's about a 7.6 second gap there as Matthew Casey behind. Wow, what a burner. He's ran 2 of his fastest laps of the race in the last 2 laps. Unfortunately, that lap in between was not the lap he wanted, but that 30.3 was, whew.
Yeah. Well, famous words they say, race ain't over until the fat lady sings. I'm sure there's a fat lady in the stands somewhere. Sorry. All right, he's coming out of turn 3 and 4 here, Zach. And it looks like Matt is going to take it home here tonight to get his first victory here at TI Racing League.
Yep, go hit this bus stop for one more time. This is really the biggest thing he's got to get through, and then he's home free.
My bad. He's coming through 3 and 4 now. He was going through 1 and 2. My bad. But yeah, this is good, man. He gets his first victory here. It's going to help him in the point standings. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to Matthew for bouncing back. And Cohen Evans, man, you got to give that guy a hand there. He brings it in the podium, top 3 here and bouncing back. What a race by everybody. Great show.
So, great win from Matt Houston there.
Most definitely.
Way to drive.
Yeah. That was a great show. Great show by him.
Wow, Cohen Evans runs his fastest lap of his race for himself. The last lap.
But all right, well, we're gonna get everybody ready here for post-race interviews, so we will be right back after we get ready. All right, we are back here with our post-race interview here with TI Racing League. With our top two as we got right now, we got Cohen Evans and Matthew in at 15, finishing second. So, all right, Zach, well, when you're ready, buddy, we will get these interviews out and see how the race went here with T1 and sponsored by Anvil. Let me say it right. Asheville. Sorry, my bad. Asheville Rooftop Bar Tours. But all right, man. Well, the floor is yours.
All right, you can bring on Cohen up here for me.
Oh, that's right. You can't move. Sorry. All right, here you go.
Hey, Cohen, it's Zach up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, man, you started off third here tonight. You got into a little bit of an incident there going to the bus stop. It ended up being no penalties and just being a racing incident there. But you actually had to do an extra pit stop there to get that damage fixed. So you drove a heck of a race to get back to third man and set your fastest lap too. I must point out in that last lap, so that was a burner. But let us know how your race went for you, man.
Yeah, I was really struggling to find pace in practice and qualifying, so I managed to qualify P3, but then trying to settle down during the first couple laps of the race, and I thought he was on the inside of me going into the bus stop, so I tried to give him a little bit of more room, but it looked like he was more behind me, and I kind of braked earlier than I thought he thought I was gonna do, so he ran into me, but oh well, P3's good.
Yeah, definitely. Did a heck of a job to get back there, man. Really, what was the hardest corner I'd say here tonight? What was the hardest corner at Daytona?
I find turn one pretty difficult, just the turning and braking, and then you got that late apex sort of thing, so I just always find it difficult no matter what car.
Definitely. Same here. I can agree on that. Turn one is definitely a tough corner, man. But I gotta say, you did a fantastic job here to get to third after that incident, man. So congrats on third. But before we let you go, anybody want to send a shout to?
No, not this week, but maybe next.
Awesome, buddy. Well, congrats on third, and we'll talk to you next week, bud. All right, that was Cohen Evans, our third place finisher here tonight. And I believe you said he was last week's winner. Maybe.
Oh, sorry. I was
No, you're good.
reading
You're
something.
good.
But yes, it was last week's winner. So, but all right. Well, we will go up here to the Taco Bell. I could use some Taco Bell. Matthew. And Zach's like, oh, I don't know. But all right. Well, we will see about have an interview here with him. So let's have a bring him up here. Matthew, Robert up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, man, it's going great. Well, man, what a race tonight. I got to give you props for, bouncing back and bringing that thing back up to second place. And with the little incident that you had there at the beginning. And then, you stuck out there. You fell back to fifth or sixth position. You made your pit stop. You got your car fixed. And you were hauling mail the whole race. Give us a rundown from the start to the finish there of how your race was.
Yeah, that with the incident, I just got on the throttle a little bit too soon, so I lost the rear end. And then I got hit. I don't know who it was. I just got hit when I spun. And I guess I got some kind of damage there. So I was running slow. So I pitted a little bit earlier than I normally would have, trying to get a clean car. And once I got back out there, I was just trying to run as fast as I could to see if I could catch him. But I was getting close, but then I spun again.
Yeah.
We're locked up. And, it's kind of over at that point.
Yeah, what me and Zach were paying attention there, man. You were flying, like I said, you were hauling mail, and then you did that little lockup, and you threw it out there for you. But man, I got again, what a run! You handle these cars, Matt, you, Cohen. These guys are pretty fast out there. What's the trick of being so fast at a road course in these cars? You don't got to give it all out, but you got any tricks?
I mean, honestly, the main thing is just be smooth getting back into the throttle out of turns, because if you get on it too soon, you're going to lose the rear end every time. Yeah, we've seen that there, a couple of guys too. Okay, well, my next question to you is did you use any push to passes out there, and
Did you have any left over that you were going to save, or what was the game plan using those?
At about lap 30, I think I had 5 pushes left, so I was going to save them for the exit of the bus stop for the last 5 laps.
Okay.
And then I had that lockup, so I still used them, but they didn't really help at that point.
Right. And that's what me and Zach were saying. We're like, man, if you get down to 2 seconds, I'd start pushing that button.
Yeah, I was. Trust me, I was already pushing it.
Pushing it through the wheel, right? Saying, give me more, give me more, give me more.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, go ahead.
Yeah, there for a bit, I thought I might have a chance to make it interesting at the end, but I got that lockup.
Yeah, and we thought it was going to be interesting too, man. But hey, last week, man, you had a great run, and now this week you had a great run. You're looking good out there in the point standings, and you're fun to watch out there wheeling these things around some road courses. Next week we head to Detroit Grand Prix for round number 3 here at TI Racing League. How do you feel about that track? Because I've seen the cup cars on that track, and whew, my goodness, that track is crazy.
Yeah, I've never turned a laugh at that track, so that's going to be interesting.
Oh boy. Zach, do you got any pointers you can give him for that track? You ran it.
Which one do you get my bet?
Grand Prix, Detroit.
Oh, Detroit. Oh man, watch out for the bumps. They're everywhere, and watch out for the walls because those things stick out good too. So
yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
definitely is.
Yeah. So okay, man. Congratulations again for your 2nd place finish. Is there anybody want to give a shout out for this runners up here, 2nd place?
Yeah, I think my parents are watching again, so hi, Mom and Dad.
Hey, I said your name right this time. Your mom can't get on me.
Nice. Oh yeah, and I'm on Team Russia, so yeah. Shout out Team Russia.
Team Russia. All right. Well, I will get the teams all up and dated here for next week here, as I got to figure out who's all on the team. But congratulations on your team win there, and team second. But, I think you're going to be bringing that 15 in victory lane here very shortly, bud.
Hopefully.
Yep. So, okay. Congratulations, man. And we will catch you next week.
All right. Thanks, man.
Thanks. All right. That's our 2nd place finish there. We'll bring her up here. We do not have Matt here on Discord, so we will give him a shout out here as he brings it home here tonight with the race win. Showed a very clean race there, Zach. Got out front after the incidents from the other 2 drivers and basically never looked back.
Yeah, definitely a great run from him, and that's what you gotta do sometimes. Just consistent, smooth, and keep her in one piece.
And that's what he did. He had a little bit of hiccup here and there and almost wrecked it there towards the end, but congratulations on Houston. We got a win. So congratulations to him, man. But all right, well, let's bring up our unofficial results here very shortly here with everybody. Give me 1 second here. So we'll go to that screen here, and now we will bring up our unofficial results tonight. All right, Zach, our unofficial results are up. If you would like to run through them real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah. So winning tonight, of course, is Matt Houston. Why did I say Hudson? You got to say that right. Houston there finishing first. Second is Matthew Casey. Third will go to Cohen Evans. Fourth goes to Marcellus in the 61 machine. Fifth will go to Robert Garcia. 6th will go to Ayrton J. Smith. 7th goes to Dan in the 52. 8th goes to Justin Miller. 9th is Nick Van. 10th, Mario in the 13. 11th goes to Brad Haldane. 12th goes to Sean Stevens. 13th goes to Rob in the 74. 14th goes to AJ. 15th goes to Simon Grills. 16th, your final position will go to Cody Bullock.
All right, that's your unofficial results here tonight with TI Racing League, Indy Racing League. If you're looking for road course Indy racing, make sure you check these guys out again on their Facebook platform and also over at iRacing's platform under the portal iRacing Leagues. So make sure you check these guys out. It's awesome to see these guys out here. I also, for the very before we forget, I want to give a big shout out again to go to this here, I want to give a big shout out to tonight's sponsorship again here, Asheville Rooftop Bar Tours. They sponsored tonight's Daytona Grand Prix. You listen to the beginning of the broadcast. They basically take you on a tour with on rooftops of bars and give you exotic drinks and whole bunch of different flavors and different things like that. But you can check them out on all the social media platforms. They got a Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. They got a website. You can go to Asheville Rooftop Bar Tours.com. I believe it's .com. And check them out and put a ticket in and reserve your place and go for a tour down there at Asheville. And you said it's a very nice looking place. I've never been there, but you say it's pretty nice, Zach. So
in the mountains, yeah.
It's in the mountains. I think my son went his honeymoon down there. I think. But ain't that in the the Blue Mountains? Isn't that what that's called? Yeah. I thought so. Yes, it's a beautiful scenery down there, so I'm sure it's beautiful again. But thank you for them to come and sponsor tonight's race. And then I also want to really quick, Zach, give a big shout out to Freaky Fast's sponsorship here tonight, the ButtKicker. Feel what you've been missing. Make sure you go over and check out the ButtKicker.com and look for game version 2 for your iRacing or any kind of game that you play. It can be Call of Duty. You can play any kind of game on your computer. You hook it up to your seat, and it gives you the feel of rumbles and grenades and guns. And if you're doing any kind of racing, it gives you the engine sounds, and it's a very awesome product. So, if you go over there and order that and you put in Freaky Fast 20 with 2 E's, you get 20% off your order. So, to me, not just saying it, I got one. Well worth it. Love it. It's something that I think a lot of iRacers or any kind of racing game, you need to look into getting in one of those. But all right, Zach, well, we're going to get ready to sign off here from Daytona. Is there any final thoughts you want to give these guys out there that are watching, or ladies?
Oh, no, just really, other than that, this was a really awesome race. Just seeing a lot of strategy play out, a lot of different things, and just, I don't know, it's very interesting to watch Indy cars go around this road course here at Daytona. I think it's a really good road course, so I'm excited to see some more races from these guys.
Yeah, we hit Grand Prix, Detroit Grand Prix next week. We'll be live at 7:50 for that, and the rest of the schedule for the week here at Freaky Fest. Tomorrow we were going to be with the Renegades, doubleheader tomorrow, some dirt action with LMPs. We also got the 305s, so that will be a doubleheader as we did last week, and then Thursday night with short track. What is it called again? I always get their name messed up.
Short Track Super League.
Short Track Super League. I do apologize to that league. I should know better, but it's a tongue twister to me. I guess maybe the more I say it, I'll eventually say it right. But yeah, we will be with them on Thursday night, and then we are off Friday night, and then we got a great race coming up. And Zach, you know what's coming up here with World Series of Sim Racing Leagues All-Star Race. Very, very interesting layout platform that they got going on over there. So we will be live with them normal time around 8:45 to 8:50 on YouTube and Facebook. So that'll be awesome. And then we head to Las Vegas on Sunday night with Sim Racing Unleashed, where they're averaging between 35 to 40 car field. Michigan was an awesome race yesterday, so make sure you tune in to any of them nights that you got available. But if you're free and you want to race with them guys, go check them out on iRacing or Facebook page. But all right, Zach, well, we're going to sign off here and pack our stuff up and get ready for some short track dirt racing tomorrow. So, but until then, Freaky Fast like to say, God bless everybody. We love yous all. Peace out.
Bye, everybody.